A 5-paragraph.
In the course of our research, we treated a lot of the holes we found, and we are going to be actually demonstrating some live holes that we notified the vendor of about a year ago. They're still there. Most of them either ignored us or were somewhat responsible in their response. One in particular, and I'm not going to say much more about it, but one in particular threatened to sue us. So these types of vulnerabilities, while they might not seem that large, we go through the same sorts of responsible disclosure problems that all of you do as well. And if Jennifer Granick is in the audience, thank you very much for your help and that of your students. She was actually able to provide some feedback and did a lot of the legwork when we were contacted by this company. So I'm not going to say anything more about it, and even if I'm completely drunk tonight, you're not going to be able to get me to say who it is. But I'm having a good time pretending it is. So we don't want to spend a lot of time on the network part, but while they work on that, I just want to give another plug. This is actually in the presentation, so it's not taking time out of it. I'm one of the leaders of the Open Web Application Security Project, OWASP, and it's actually a group of volunteers. It's a group of people in an open source community trying to work on some projects that raise the general level of awareness of web application security. It seems in the last few years we've just become, as an industry, we've just become aware that this is its own discipline. So if you take a look at the website, and I was going to walk you through some of the projects we're working on, it's owasp.org, OWASP.org. We're always looking for volunteers. I think there's probably a ton of talent in the audience. If you'd like to add your name to a project, and some of the projects are kind of a documentation side and software side. The documentation side is actually working on web testing and web building documents to actually provide guidelines. How do you build a secure web application? How do you actually test it afterwards? When we were all looking at the stuff on the internet already, there really wasn't anything out there besides possibly the open source testing methodology from ideahamster.org. So take a look at the site if you think there are things
in doing that. So these are the Edmondo main features. About safety, only teachers and students are enabled to enter Edmondo for educational purposes. Identity, no second life. People use their real name and their real identity. And free, no cost for teachers or school. No way for students to spend money in Word. And class management options, we are working hard on it. Teacher will soon, very soon, directly subscribe and manage their minor students account. And the last one, in-Word training, a professional development for teachers by a National Institute for Educational Development. So these are the main features about Edmondo, and maybe we will come back to them later. Okay, Stephen.
And now Lisa will give us a brief description of her grid.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, and I am Annalisa Bugnello, and I spoke yesterday about Unicamert Island. The island is open sim of University of Camerino, and it is focused on geoscience, and students with the teachers work together in this virtual path on geoscience. This island is focused to improve motivation, creativity, collaboration in science education. and to improve scientific skills. And in Unicamert Islands, we have only science teachers and students. And this is a collaborative community to science teacher. I am only a science teacher that collaborate in Edmondo, and Edmondo. So I will talk about Edmondo as a teacher, as a science teacher, and in Edmondo, Edmondo is a project of Indire. In Edmondo, there is a lot of teachers of different topics, math, chemistry, foreign language, science. This teacher sharing experience. This is very important for every teacher in Italy. In this world, there are tutors with teachers, so only teachers isn't alone in the world, and there is a promote in Edmondo promote collaboration and cooperation with teachers, promote project in the schools and innovation in the Italian schools, and this is very important for the Italian school. But another important focus of a feature of Edmondo is the certification by Indire. This is a great value for teachers. This is this activity is a certification of experience in virtual worlds for every teachers. In this slide, I show you some project of Edmondo. For example, there is the fairy tale of Pinocchio, the adventure of Pinocchio. Antarctica, a good, beautiful project on Antarctica of Annie Mazzocco. The fairy tale of Pinocchio by Simonetta Anelli and Monica Boccoli, and other project, for example, a project on Middle Age, on math, and there is a project on Science Island, my project.
And sponsored and supported by the National Forum. So just a couple of slides here that, if I can get the next one up. Just a couple of slides on the vision of the National Forum. As you see, inspiring, promoting, enabling teaching staff and students in higher education. And the theme that has been chosen as what we call an enhancement theme for this year and the coming 12 months